Hi everyone, welcome to Thursday. Now, normally every Thursday what we do is a share and review. However, today I thought we would do something a little bit different. There are a lot of people who have shares in Sharesies, and so they would have received a notification about a retail bond offer with Ryman Healthcare. So I thought let's go through and take a look at that. Just remember though that this is for educational purposes. Definitely not intend to be personalised financial advice. If you're looking for that, go and have a chat to your own financial advisor. Right, I'm going to share my screen because I've put together some notes on it. Right, if you've received the notification, Ryman is offering bonds up to 100 million with the ability to accept oversubscription, the value of 50 million. The bonds at this stage are going to mature on the 22nd of June 2032. So that's a 6-year term, and they have a ranking, a security ranking, if you like, that they are secured unsubordinated. So that means that they rank alongside any other senior security holders, such as the bank. Now, the purpose of this issue, Ryman intends to repay their existing debt, and obviously they are giving investors further diversification, if you like. Now, to give you an idea, with a bond, they do work similar to a term deposit. However, what happens with a bond is that it can be traded on the secondary market. Now, the value of a bond will always depend on what the interest rates are doing. In other words, if interest rates are rising, if the official cash rate is rising, then the value of your bond will fall. The opposite happens if the interest rates are falling. So if the official cash rate's dropping, then the value of your bond will increase. However, if you hold a bond until maturity, then you will always get your face value back. So in other words, I think they're looking for minimum subscriptions of $5,000. If you hold that bond for the entire 6 years, you will always get your $5,000 back. Where the value comes in is if your circumstances change and you need to sell that bond on the secondary market, that's where you could realise a capital gain or you could realise a capital loss. Now, with a bond, if you are in that situation, go and have a chat to your accountant, because any capital gains on bonds are taxable, as are any capital losses are tax claimable. Do talk to your accountant about that. Now, just having a look at what the ranking of that issue means. Now, Ryman have not gone and applied for a credit rating. So a credit rating is the company or government's ability to be able to repay debt. They haven't gone and sought a credit rating, so it doesn't have one. It's secured and it's unsubordinated. So that means it's a fairly senior ranking bond when you're looking at a structure. If you're starting to get into subordinated issues, they're starting to get down the pecking order. And that pecking order is if something adverse was to happen to Ryman, in this case, who gets paid first. So you're ranking pretty much the same as if you were the bank. There might be some caveats and things around that. The interest rate has been set, and that's been set at 5.72%. Now, the interest for this bond is going to be paid quarterly, and you can see there I've got March, June, September, and December, and the first payment will be in September this year. Now, the interest rate is also known as a coupon rate for a bond. Means the same. It's the cash flow that you are going to be getting on that bond. That's the only difference. It's just the term. I've got down here the security, so they are secured, and it's against certain land and buildings that are owned by Ryman, and general security over any of the company's assets. And it says also that it has the same security package that banks and other senior lenders have to Ryman. Goes on to say that the residents of the villages and care suites do have certain rights that will rank ahead of any bondholders. Now, there are financial covenants that Ryman have to make as well. And I've got a note here, you can see that neither Ryman nor the bonds have a formal credit rating. So that means you do need to assess the strength of the company in order to be able to repay the debt. So that is something you need to do your research on. Like I said before, the minimum investment to be able to participate in this is $5,000. Thereafter, lump sums of $1,000. So in other words, you can go and apply for $6,000 if you want. And this is where it's saying early redemption is not available. So that means you can't ask Ryman for your money back. You will have to be able to trade these on the secondary market, on the bond market, which they will be listed. So there's no issue there. So a bond can be a really good investment vehicle for investors who are wanting to have regular income streams. Obviously, at 5.72%, it is higher than what you would be getting if you had your money invested in the bank. And that's how a bond will generally work. A company like Ryman, like it says, they are repaying debt with the bank. The bank's interest rate that they're charging Ryman is probably more than what they are offering individual investors. So they do this in order so that they are winning, they are paying a lesser interest rate, but also to attract private investors like you and I. Then they want to be rewarding us with a bit more return than what we would be getting in the bank. So that is really how a bond works. You get cash flow. There is absolutely no opportunity for capital gain, but that might suit some investors. Hey, I'm not saying whether this is a good investment or otherwise. You have to do your research. So I really hope that's helped. I thought I would do something a little bit different, seeing that this had come to the market. Bonds, like I just said before, can be a very good investment vehicle, especially if you're a relatively lower risk investor. You do need to talk to your financial advisor to see if this is appropriate for your circumstances. Like I said, it is secured, so it's a fairly highly ranking bond. It's not the top ranking bond, but it's certainly up there. But it doesn't have a credit rating. And a credit rating is usually provided to assist investors as to the strength, if you like, of the company in order to be able to repay its debt. Bonds are something I'm certainly very familiar with over the years. So if you've got any questions and you're not sure about Ryman and you're wanting some of those questions answered, by all means, reach out to me. I'm here to help and hopefully educate you a bit further on your investing journey. So until next week, take care.